The Triumphs of Caesar are a series of 9 large paintings created by the Italian Renaissance artist Andrea Mantegna between 1484 and 1492 for the Gonzaga Ducal Palace, Mantua. They depict a triumphal military parade celebrating the victory of Julius Caesar in the Gallic Wars. Acknowledged from the time of Mantegna as his greatest masterpiece, they remain the most complete pictorial representation of a Roman triumph ever attempted, and together they form the world's largest metric area of Renaissance paintings outside Italy. Acquired by Charles I in 1629, they now form part of the royal collection at Hampton Court Palace in Greater London. Originally painted in the fragile medium of egg and glue tempera on canvas, the paintings underwent successive repaintings and restorations through the centuries. Origins and setting. The Triumphs of Caesar were initially painted during 1484 to 1492 for the Ducal Palace in Mantua, commissioned by either the Duke Federico I Gonzaga or, more likely, his son Francesco II. We can see grouped and cleverly arranged in the Triumph the ornate and beautiful chariot, the figure of a man cursing the victorious hero, the victor's relations, the perfumes, incense and sacrifices, the priests, the bulls crowned for sacrifice, the prisoners, the booty captured by the troops, the rank of the squadrons, the elephants, the spoils, the victories, and the cities represented in various chariots, along with a mass of trophies on spears, and with helmets and armor, headgear of all kinds, ornaments and countless pieces of plate. Gallery of canvases and engravings. Reception and influence. The Triumphs of Caesar were described as the best thing Mantegna ever painted by Giorgio Vasari in his celebrated Lives of the Artists. They rapidly became extremely famous throughout Europe, principally through copies in print form, of which many different versions were made, starting with a contemporary set from Mantegna's own workshop. Between 1517 and 1519, Hans Holbein the Younger, using prints, painted a copy of the work on 9 exterior panels at the Hertenstein House in Lucerne, now demolished. Andrea Aspettini made prints of the paintings in Mantua. Later history of the Triumphs. The Gonzaga dynasty was overthrown in the late 16th century, and the major part of the painting collection was acquired by Charles I of England in 1629, using as an agent in Italy the courtier Daniel and Wise. The collection also included works by Titian, Raphael and Caravaggio. They arrived in 1630 at Hampton Court Palace, where they have remained ever since. The lower orangery was originally built to house Mary II of England's collection of botanical specimens. It was chosen as a setting for the series, since it recreates the interior of the Palace of San Sebastiano in Mantua, Italy, where the paintings were hung from 1506 in a specially built gallery. The paintings are displayed as a continuous frieze, separated by small columns. After the execution of Charles I in 1649, the Triumphs were listed in an inventory and valued at £1,000. The entire Gonzaga acquisition cost £25,000. Oliver Cromwell refrained from selling these paintings, almost alone among Charles's collection, due to the fame, and perhaps as they celebrated a general like himself rather than a monarch, a Catholic religious theme. 1960s restoration. The paintings had so deteriorated that visitors in the 19th century deplored the condition. In the 1960s, a careful restoration to reveal the original paintwork was conducted on all but the 7th canvas, where no trace had been left by previous restorers. Although now mere shadows of Mantegna's Cinquecento paintings, they still convey a powerful impression of epic grandeur. danger. In the words of Anthony Blunt, who as surveyor of the Queen's pictures supervised the restoration, the triumphs may be a ruin, but it is a noble one as noble as those of ancient Rome which Mantegna so deeply admired. Art critic Tom Lubbock, writing about the restored paintings called pictures the epitome of Renaissance art in the service of state power, they carry a powerful sense of inexorable procession, impressing the viewer with the inexhaustible quantity of available power and plunder. The series is now displayed to the public under low-level electric light for conservation reasons. Copies of the paintings were made in the early 17th century by Ludovico Dondi.